Black Friday doesn't just mean shopping. It has to do with leftover day too. So what are we going to do with the leftovers? That's what we're going to find out today. Good morning, guys. Well, it's official. I'm sick. So I think it's just a cold. And it'll be gone hopefully in a day or two. But I'm in my kitchen looking at the mess that's been left. But let me tell you, our Thanksgiving meal, even with the fire yesterday, or what could have been a fire yesterday, turned out perfect. It was wonderful. My turkey was delicious. Y'all, I will never fix it any other way than how I've done it the past 2 years. It has been delicious. Moist is so good. I'll never fix it any other way. Unless somebody just tells me that it's even better than that. So, I can't imagine it being any better. I'm not a big turkey fan, but now I love my turkey. So, anyway, I'm just going to pack up. My husband, Bryant, we both didn't go Black Friday shopping. We went out to a store last night, and I don't really like that. I don't like going to stores on Thanksgiving. I think you should be with your family. But my entire family wanted to go last night, so I conformed. And since my whole family was going, I went. I didn't want to stay home by myself, even though I didn't feel good. And I got this shirt, this hoodie at Dunham's for $6. That was a good deal. And so anyway, I thought it would be a good work at home shirt. So my sweet husband went to take care of the chickens and told me I could stay home since I didn't feel good. He's so sweet and he's so good to me. And he actually even helped me cut the ham off the bone, and so I can get it put in a bag and put in the refrigerator. And yeah, I mean it was put up anyway, but I wanted it out of the tin pan and in a bag, so he helped me cut it off the bone. So anyway, I'm just packing up the leftovers, and I need to clean my refrigerator. But anyway, and we may go to the store later today when he gets back from the chicken houses. I don't know how I'm gonna feel, but I'm gonna work on cleaning up a little bit today. And my focus now that Thanksgiving is over, got to focus on this gender reveal party on Sunday. It's going to be very simple because we may go out to eat afterwards. So it's just going to be cupcakes and chips and maybe some leftovers. Because I cooked for an army yesterday, and my family's not an army, so I have plenty of leftovers. But my food was so good, y'all. Oh, let me tell you what happened. You know that cranberry salad I was so proud of and worked so hard on? And was so delicious? I forgot to set it out. I could cry. But we had so much on the table, nobody missed it. But it was so good, y'all, and I forgot to set it out. So, I may dump it. I don't know. We may eat it with, I may make some turkey sandwiches and do a small layer of that on it. I don't know. We'll see. But, anyway, let's get to cleaning, y'all. Cleaning day. Cleaning day. Okay, y'all. So, I got a text earlier that I knew was coming from Bryant. And it said, basically, quit cleaning, get dressed, we're going shopping. So that's where we are headed now, to the madhouse of the Black Friday shopping. I told y'all he loved it. But, so we're going to Asheboro. We're not going to go to Greensboro or Winston-Salem. We're going to stay close by and see what kind of deals we can find here at home and do our Winston Greensboro shopping at another day. So we're off. Pray for me. Hey guys, well, we made it back home from shopping, and oh my goodness, it was a madhouse. But not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There was a few stores I would like to have shopped in, but the line was so long, I wasn't waiting in the line, so we just turned around and left. So anyway, we did actually go to Greensboro for a little bit. Went and got a few Christmas gifts out of the way. I bought a few little things for myself, and I bought some decorations. And so now I'm back home to finish cleaning that mess and that mess and putting all the leftovers in containers. And okay, I'll see y'all in a little bit. What are you guys doing in my refrigerator? Come on, guys, you gotta let Thanksgiving go. I know there's lots of leftovers, and they don't have to be bland. So come on out of the refrigerator, let the leftovers go, and we'll talk about what we can do with those leftovers. I've got a lot of neat things planned for my leftovers, and come on out and we'll talk about it. Come on out. There you go. Let's come on out and we'll discuss what we're going to do with the leftovers. Okay, so I don't have a lot of exciting things really planned for my leftovers. Isaac, I'm fixing him a plate now, so some of them won't last long enough for me to do another recipe with. And then, of course, some of them will. He just actually finished off the broccoli casserole, or is fixing to finish it off. And he'll probably finish off the Brussels sprouts before I have a chance to do anything with them. And I really don't know what to do with them other than just keep them as a side dish. My dressing is another thing I don't really know what to do with. I have never mastered dressing until this year. Bryant's grandma made the best dressing at Thanksgiving. And I got her recipe this year. One of Bryant's sisters had given it to Caroline because Caroline, that is her favorite thing at Thanksgiving. And so Caroline shared the recipe with me. And it's one of those things that you kind of follow the recipe, but then there's really no measurements, because the measurements I had, it was way too dry, so I had to keep adding like a lot of liquid. And so I got it, and this year it was perfect. So not a lot of things I can do with that except maybe make a sandwich and then put some dressing on the sandwich with the turkey. That may be a really good, and some of our turkey are going to be turkey sandwiches. I've also thought about I make a chicken and rice soup. So I thought about taking my turkey and shredding it up and making a turkey and rice soup. It may not make it because we love turkey sandwiches. I like to toast the bread. I love to go get that cranberry mustard condiment and put on the sandwiches, and a slice of onion and some lettuce and mayonnaise. It is wonderful, especially if you got some really good thick artisan bread. Really good. So now I have a ton of green beans left. I did green beans and Brussels sprouts. I don't usually do Brussels sprouts, but I have a ton of green beans left. So I think I'm going to make a shepherd's pie. I don't do shepherd pie a lot. In fact, it's been many years since I've made a shepherd's pie, and don't really remember if I like it or not. But I have all that ground beef that's in my freezer, and I have leftover green beans. I have leftover mashed potatoes, and so I could put the green beans in it, the mashed potatoes on top. The only other thing I do with leftover mashed potatoes is make like potato patties and fry them. But I think this time I have so much left, I think I'm going to make a topping for a shepherd's pie. So that's my idea with my green beans and my mashed potatoes. Now, my ham and yeast rolls. I have a bunch of yeast rolls left over and a bunch of ham. And so we're just going to have ham rolls for breakfast a lot. I made a lot of candy jams, and that's like my signature dish is my candy jams. There's really not a lot I can do with those except for just keep them as a side dish. And they are good as a side dish, especially with ham. And they're mine are candied yams. They are sweet. So they also would serve well as a dessert. So the candy jams I'm not worried about. The turkey, and I have some celery left over that I didn't use in my cooking. I bought 2 big packs of celery. So, and my chicken and rice soup calls for celery. So I think I'm going to try the turkey and rice soup, and celery gets cooked in with it. And I'm going to freeze it. I may not put the rice in yet, because even when I make it for like that night for dinner, I don't cook the rice in the soup. I cook the rice separate and then put it in the soup. Because there's something about it gets sticky or gummy if I cook it in the soup. But if I do it separate, it just is perfect. So I think I may just make the turkey and the broth and the celery and the onions and cook that all together and freeze that. And then whenever I'm ready to have it for supper, just make my rice that night. So that's kind of my plan with the celery and the turkey. Ham and rolls for breakfast a lot. Because we love ham for breakfast, but I don't ever have it. So this is a good excuse to have ham and yeast rolls for breakfast. What could be better? Candy jams will kind of have to stand on their own, as well as the dressing will be just a side dish. Other than, I think I'm going to do some turkey sandwiches and actually put them on the turkey sandwich. If you haven't tried that cranberry mustard relish dressing or condiment, oh, it's so good. And the turkey in the soup. The green beans and mashed potatoes, I'm going to make a shepherd's pie. I'm going to get some of my ground beef and make a shepherd's pie. And I can freeze that too. I can get one of those tin pans and make that in that. And wrap it up really good and freeze it. And then just bake it whenever I'm ready to use it. So everything else is pretty much gone. Brussels sprouts. He just finished off the broccoli casserole. And I have gravy left. Probably won't use much of that. I'll probably dump it. I have a big pan over here that's going to make my labs that like to eat everything they can get their hands on, including tires and cars. And they ate my husband's car. Y'all, it is... If you haven't seen the picture, you got to ask him to see the picture, because it's quite hilarious. But they literally ate the bumper off his car. But anyway, I have a pan over here that's going to make them 2 very happy dogs. Very happy dogs. Oh, and yesterday I told you about my son-in-law that he shot at a buck that morning and missed. And he went hunting again that night. But I didn't tell you, he did get the buck last night. It was a little 6-pointer. First time hunting. Well, the first day he went hunting. Ever. And he got to shoot at one that morning and shot at one that night and hit it. So my husband and my son-in-law Jamie, last night after we came, well, actually before we went shopping, they cleaned it. And so I think my son's gonna make a little bit of deer jerky, and then Caroline is looking up venison recipes, which I love. I love the roast in a crock pot, just like you would do a beef roast. Not much on like deer sausage and stuff like that. But I do like the jerky, and we do like the roast. And so she's looking for recipes. So if you have any deer recipes, leave me a comment. Anyway, leave them below. And oh, by the way, y'all are starting to leave me comments, and I love it. Some of you have left me some on Facebook, and I got my first comment on YouTube, and I am just so excited. I love hearing from you guys, and I love it. So please ask your friends and family to subscribe, because my family doesn't think I can get 100 subscribers. So if you know anybody, ask them to subscribe. And it's kind of a joke around here, because I started this out as kind of a fun little thing, but I'm really enjoying doing this, and I'm getting a lot of good feedback from you guys, and I appreciate it so much. I love you guys. And so I'm going to take Isaac his supper, and we're going to get Christmas trees tomorrow. So you're going to go with us to get Christmas trees tomorrow. And so I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, and guys, last night as I was ending the Thanksgiving video, I was trying to get my family to be serious for a little bit. And I was asking my husband to share some thoughts. And the kids kept making him laugh. And as I was looking back through my camera, I came across this funny moment we had. And I just had to let you in on it, just so you can see what a crazy family we have. So I'm leaving it as the last thing on here. It is hilarious. My husband is hilarious. And I love my family. We couldn't be serious because my kids everybody kept making faces and trying to make everybody laugh. So the serious side did not come out, but you'll get a kick out of this. Hang on. Honey, do you have any words of wisdom for us for Thanksgiving?
I do. I'm smoking. Somebody stop me.
Serious words of wisdom?
No.
You don't have any?
Cut that out. No, I'm not doing it.